that way, then she's already leading me, psychologically. So she might look towards the door or something going on. I'm going to just interrupt that. Don't focus on what that thing is, just that way. Interrupt. So go forward again here, Trav, a foot or two, sit her right away. Sit her. So a lot more sitting on the journey to the food dish. So, because here, is we don't, it's like the runner thing. We don't want her, we want to create a framework so that we're able to get her more in a follower state of mind. So what we do is just little moments forward. Over time we can, this process of moving forward will happen faster. Okay, it becomes more accepting, but here, right for now, you're better off just moving steps forward. You're doing really good. Move forward again here, Travis, a foot or two. Sit. Fingertips. Pull up. That's right. Leash flexing again. Move the hand, leash the other hand, flex. Put some slack. That's right. So try to feel it as a. That's right. You're feeling it as the slack in the line here. It allows you to give that little bit of a more of awareness of how she's moving when you have slack. Okay. So never keep it totally stiff. That's right. So you'll feel her shift more. Body language. Feel a shift. You know when to flex. And at times, that's right. That's right. So you sense, and so be more in tune. Sense. Sometimes I'll even move my leg beside her a little bit and kind of push against her body a little bit. It's kind of a little nudge there. I can kind of see it brings her, even that brings her back a little bit. I'm using my whole body, so sometimes I'll even move my leg and push it against her a little bit, not to hurt her, just kind of give her a little nudge. And so I have authority coming through there too. So little reminders of saying I know. Little, putting authority. Go forward again, another foot or two, doing really well. Sit her again, right away. Sit her as she looks. That's right. Sit. Bigger moment. That's right. Good. Leash flexing again. A little slacking on. Good. Excellent, crowd. Very good. Good. Over forward. Foot or two. Sit. Yep. Now just sit. She doesn't get the food here. Now here, as you get really close to the dish, you might want to spend depending on her behavior and how she's thinking, you can tell by how she's moving and too much shakiness involved or whatever. You might spend an extra few seconds really, cutting through these layers of thought. And she's really close here. Now, here, if you started the way you should, if you started back here far enough, you won't have to as much. I mean, usually if you get close and she's expressing too much, that means that you're too close. You've started too close. Understand when your dog is linking, they're thinking into something, especially something targeted, that as soon as you enter the room, you should be starting this process back a lot further and working up to it. And then day after day, it'll be easier that way. And day after day, that transition will be is that you won't have to. You'll be able. Those just as you enter the room, will become just more staying into a follower state of being. You won't have to stop as fast and do all these sitting along the way. But for now, you want to do it this way. It just makes it easier. You can see more what I'm talking about as you do this, and you're not you're getting her more into more of a consistent follower state of mind all the way along, and you're cutting into these layers of thought as she's getting closer, closer, closer. So here. You can either decide to move her either a few more inches forward, just another inch or two, Travis, don't let her eat, but just an inch or two, and put her in sit again. Don't let her eat, just get her a little closer, that's all. Because the next movement's going to be the eat command, and then, but, not yet, but as you flex a little bit again for another few seconds, the next command's going to be eat in a conditional follower state of being. So what that means is, that usually comes off after I've either pushed on her back, or by flexing, I feel that she's really into a good follower state of being, just from the leash flexing. I'll give the command. But as I do it, what I'll do is I'll take my fingertips and I'll kind of move forward, and I'll kind of, so she sees me pointing at it, and do it that way. But even as I start to lean forward and point, if she's already starting to go ahead of me at all, I'll put her back. Okay, so I really want a good conditional state of being when she's, even if I'm pointing, you're starting to lean forward, to bring my hands forward. I want her to start getting a real frame of mind that even though I'm ahead of her a little bit, that she's not doing it until I say, pure form, saying in the context of ownership, saying, you can eat now, but I own, through me. So here, push on her back, Travis will do that. So here, push, now lean forward a little bit, change hands over, say, eat, eat. Now bring her, now stop right now, push her up, put her back, smooth and fluid, that's right. Excellent. So that, to you, that's something that she's thinking in a way that's unhealthy, that she's, she's starting to do a lot better. But to you, this exercise isn't about her eating 3 cups of food. Okay, this exercise right here is about creating a follower state of being around that thing that she wants to own. She's thinking on healthy thoughts. So she's thinking in the context of ownership. So this is an exercise that you should be doing in a way that, as much as you can, she's going to start to link it in. You don't have to do it every time, but if you can do it half the time, and the other half, at least get yourself in there so you can take possession, you can surround it with moments. Okay, so there might be just times that you're just not able to do this exercise this way and invest as much time in it, but you need to do it some of the time. And then the other times you need to add moments. So what it does is, she starts to adopt or starts to think about it differently. It's consistent enough, and it's done in a way that you're putting enough authority in a high level this way around it that allows her to think about this and everything else differently. So one more time here, Travis. Push on her back. Yep, eat. So lean forward, eat. That's right. That's right. Wherever you sit. And that's good too. Now, the other technique, you did it there actually, is as she starts to move forward, you can flex the leash just as she's going towards it a little bit. And at times, if you feel that she's just in too much of an excitable, dominant, expressive state of being, put her back before she even gets to it. Okay, because you're not doing it, this isn't to be mean to her. This is the fact that so she's looking at it almost as not what it represents to her anymore, it's just food. It represents something to possess in a way that is too elevated. So don't ever look at that and think any bad thoughts that she's not getting fed. Okay, what you're doing is you're saying, no, I own. So push again.